Back in the last movie, we styled form labels and inputs, but we also used the field set element to logically group form elements and their labels together. As you can see from this example, the default browser style for field sets is a grey, almost three-dimensional border. But we can do many more things with CSS to make the field sets more attractive. So in this movie, we're going to take a look at some basic field set styling. So without further ado, let's switch over into Dreamweaver, into Code View. And first of all, I'm leaving the styles that we used in the previous movie up at the top of the style element. If you want to go back and review the movie, please do so before we move on. Next up, I'm going to take a look at how we can style the field sets themselves. So next, I'm going to pull over some field set styles. And here you can see that I'm using an element selector for the field set element. I'm giving each field set a small margin, bottom of 10 pixels, adding some padding inside, and giving the field sets a pink border. One interesting rule here is that we're using overflow hidden to contain the floated form elements and their labels from the previous example. So let's save this right away. Move over into Firefox and quickly do a refresh. And now you'll notice that we've applied a nice pink border and some padding and margins. The overall effect is now looking much, much more attractive. But there are other things that we can do. We can use the background property for field sets. So I'm going to just move this down to create some space. And here I'm going to set a background image. Here's the image path of fieldset.png. And I'm also using the repeat property so that the background will repeat across the horizontal axis. So now that we've done that, let's save this file, bounce back over into the browser and refresh. And now we have an altogether more attractive form. One final thing that I'm going to do just to complete the effect is I'm going to add some styles for the div, which contains the form button. And here I've given that a margin bottom, some padding, and the same pink border that we've used on the field set. Notice also that I'm using text-align center to position the button in the center of the div. So let's save that and preview the final result. And there we have it. Some simple style rules and a single background image to create a stylish and accessible form with field sets.